And so in this video, we're going to use the blockchain, and we're going to do that by walking through the flow for creating an NFT. Various other solutions exist on the blockchain in cryptocurrency, but in this short example, hopefully short example, relatively short example, we're going to work with some NFTs, one NFT on one platform. But this should serve as a catalyst for your thinking. And as a little bit of a refresher, you have figured out how to acquire crypto assets on Coinbase. You have bought some EOS, which is a completely different blockchain. You have arranged a portion of your direct deposit to go to Coinbase, which in turn tokenizes your US dollars into USDC. That USDC exists on the Ethereum blockchain. Conceivably, you could take that USDC, send it over to your MetaMask wallet, which we created in the video that precedes this one. And now we're going to use that MetaMask wallet to interact with a service on the Ethereum blockchain. So with that as a refresher, let's navigate over to OpenC.io. And here we are on the main page. And it just occurred to me that this OpenC looks a lot like Atomic Hub, interestingly enough. But anyway, now you can see that this is, I've been over here before, so it's all automatically connected me to a bunch of stuff. Normally, or on the outset, as a matter of fact, maybe I was thinking maybe I would change my flow here, but no, we're gonna continue down this path. So I'm in my browser. I have MetaMask installed. I am currently on the Polygon blockchain. For the sake of consistency, I'm going to momentarily switch back to the Ethereum blockchain. All right, so that we stay on par. So if we bridge this conversation from the previous video, we have set up MetaMask. We have a new wallet on the Ethereum blockchain. We've transferred some funds over to it. We've navigated over to OpenC.io with the idea that we're going to interact with some NFTs. We're going to do some stuff with NFTs. All right. And so with MetaMask operational and the fact that we're on OpenC, we would normally go over here and we would connect our wallet. Mine is already connected. If this is your first time here, you're going to have a little indicator here asking you or giving you the opportunity to connect your wallet to OpenC. You go ahead and do that. MetaMask will pop up and ask you to sign the connect request, and you'd be on your way. You will have the opportunity to set up your profile. I'm not going to click on this because it reveals some information. Well, never mind, I can black that out in post. So you'll click on your profile. You have the opportunity to change some things that are representative of you. And you have a whole bunch of options here. Ideally, you're going to go into settings. You're going to use the settings flow to set things like your payment method, your social accounts. If you have a website, personal website that you want to include in your profile, you can set that up there. Lots of capabilities. Once you're happy with that, you can begin your exploration of NFTs. You can also begin creating your own NFTs. And and MetaMask is going to pop up. It's going to say, all right, we see that you're interested in creating some NFTs. We need you to sign this request authorizing interaction with OpenC. So we're going to go ahead and sign that. And I have the create new item dialog here. And I can go through, let's say I wanted to add an image to this item. We'll use something that we're familiar with. Here's a little certification image. Call this my Google Cloud Digital Leader badge. If there is an external link that you want to associate with this, you can do that. I'm going to plug my personal website here. We can give a description if we'd like. We can specify a collection. Right? I can, or you can also add custom properties or attributes. So for certifications, we typically have things like cert date. Cert expiration. We might have a verification URL. You get the idea. We can save those attributes and a bunch of other different things that we can specify here. We can specify the number of NFTs, the number of items that can be minted. So let's talk about blockchain. I want you to be aware of the cost associated with operating on the Ethereum blockchain. Here is something that is critically important for you to pay attention to. The cost associated with transacting on the Ethereum blockchain, no matter what you're doing, at times can be very expensive. So you don't want to breeze through the dialog boxes that show up when you're working with these things, because it can be painfully costly. It can wipe you out. So if you're one of those folks that doesn't like to read the manual and tends to rip off the shrink wrap and just kind of get to the fun stuff, you don't want to do that in this world, particularly with if you're going to be using Ethereum, which is why I am going to suggest that when you get to this blockchain field here on OpenC, that you go down and change this to Polygon. Polygon is what we call a layer 2 blockchain for Ethereum, compatible with Ethereum. The smart contracts that are created for Ethereum run on Polygon as well. We see every day we see more and more of them make their way to Polygon. And a large part of why that is the case is that there is effectively no fee to transact on Polygon. Now, there was a time where if you needed to do something in the real world, for example, with value sitting on Polygon, you'd have to go through what's called a bridging process to get it back onto Ethereum. And that had an associated cost, and it was just really kludgy. But now we see more and more of those crypto exchanges enabling the ability to transact or go back and forth from physical money, legacy money, to crypto money on Polygon, without having to go through any bridges. So Polygon is becoming the preferred method of on and off ramping because it costs you nothing to do so. Long way of saying, as you work with these various blockchain applications, services, solutions, whatever you want to call them, do it on Polygon if you can do it. And if you're forced to use Ethereum layer 1, if you're forced to use this guy, be incredibly mindful of the transaction fees associated with whatever you're trying to do. It may very well make sense for you to wait until a less busy time on the blockchain to do whatever that thing is. Right? So after we've filled out this form, we can proceed with the act of minting this NFT. And I'll go ahead and do that because it costs me nothing to do so on the Polygon network. Even though this particular NFT I'm not totally fond of, I need to do some work with the image. It's too large, all those sorts of things. So we'll go ahead and create one. Prove that I'm not a robot. Pass the CAPTCHA by identifying taxis in this case. All right. Actually, that doesn't look so bad. I created my Google Cloud Digital Leader NFT, and they're very happy for me for doing so. I can share this on Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, or my website. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and back out. So here is my NFT. It is my own. It is one of one, not something I'm interested in selling. And that's all there is to it. Congratulations. If you followed along with this little tutorial, you now have an NFT on the Polygon chain, and you are set. Your knowledge level is set to go forth and prosper with new capabilities. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe. Come back next time for more crypto related nuggets. Stay well.